Thessaloniki is the second largest city in Greece. Romans, Byzantines, Ottomans, and Greeks have all lived here, and they've all played their part in shaping what this port town is today. For one weekend of the year, the open house event gives visitors access to buildings that are usually off limits. Architect Renata Duma was the organizer.
This year it was all about the story a building has to tell. We wanted visitors to appreciate that.
The event was held in Thessaloniki for the 5th time. 85 different buildings were open to the public. Thessaloniki's central Aristotelios Square is named after the Greek philosopher and is a nightlife hotspot. Many well-to-do residents live here. The architecture bordering the square combines elements from various eras to create a striking ensemble. The Teloglous were among Thessaloniki's wealthiest couples and avid art collectors. They lived on the 4th floor of this building, now the Telogion Foundation of Art. After the death of her husband, Aleki Teloglu continued collecting art from all over the world. During her lifetime, she donated most of the artworks to the city's Aristotle University. After her death in 2008, the remaining artworks went to the foundation. This year was the first time the public was granted access to the building.
I met Mrs. Teloglu once, about 20 years ago. She never had children. She lived for her work. Now I'm curious to see it.
The Teloglous were married in the mid-1950s. One of their wedding gifts was a Rosenthal porcelain horse. The Teloglous were close friends of the family of Jewish entrepreneurs. The apartment's balcony provides a stunning view of the horseshoe-shaped Aristotelios Square. The city is renowned for its vibrant art scene. The Ben Susan Khan building used to be an inn where travelers and their animals could spend the night. Today, the building hosts art exhibitions, theater performances, readings, and even tango nights. Actor Stelios Dokous is its artistic director.
The building has an octagon-shaped atrium. The rooms surround it, giving the building a feeling of great spaciousness. And it means every room has equal importance, and hence, so does every exhibition space.
Goods used to be stored in the basement, and the lift is still intact. Today, readings are held here. Next stop, a private apartment in a modernized neoclassical building with Art Nouveau influences. It's home to Tolis Koubaros, a passionate collector of designer objects. Like this yellow plastic chair, and this wooden one by Mark Newson, or this cardboard chair by Frank Gehry.
I think that people with an interest in interior design and architecture will appreciate a visit to the building. People often think the combination of old and new elements creates a cold atmosphere, but when they see it for themselves, they'll realize it works.
Visitors love his eclectic mix of objects.
This apartment was a real surprise. From the outside, you expect it to look quite old-fashioned. But when you enter, the designer furniture in this historical building is just amazing.
For some guests, though, one weekend isn't enough.
I was glad to get this opportunity, but 2 days a year are hardly enough to see everything. It'd be great to have this more often.
Next spring, Open House Athens will open its doors to hidden gems in the Greek capital.